Morning, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. Yesterday, we done with the first demo, and the people who missed yesterday's demo, I have shared the yesterday's demo. You must watch without fail. And learning Power BI is dead easy. Anybody can learn without any knowledge. You can learn Power BI. You don't need SQL knowledge. You don't need Excel knowledge. You don't need any knowledge. So without that, you will be able to learn Power BI. Power BI is deadly, a tool and very, very easy, more popular business intelligence tool, or it is a reporting tool. What is a business intelligence? What is a reporting? What is a data analytics? What is the data science? All these things I'm going to be covering today. So, welcome to part number 2 today. And tomorrow, being Saturday, we have third demo, that is the final demo. After tomorrow's demo, you will be able to get the details of the fees and everything. You will be able to make the payments and continue from the Monday class. Monday, I'll be showing how to install Power BI in your computer and how to install SQL Server in your computer. So make sure that you need to buy one laptop. The laptop configurations and details already I have discussed in the yesterday's class. You must watch yesterday's demo without fail. If you don't have the demo, please write me so that I will be able to send. Already we have sent. Many people got the email in the spam. So make sure that you check the spam. If it is not there, write me a mail saying that, sir, I did not get demo number 1. I'll be able to send you the yesterday's class as well. So today it is completely technical thing, and tomorrow also it is completely technical one. So concentrate, and if you feel difficulty anytime means let me know so that I can give you better examples. Okay, I'm going to be covering from very, very basic level to advanced level, and you can minimum apply for three years, or you can also maximum apply for 10 years, because I'm going to be covering very, very basic level to very, very advanced level of training. And I assume that you don't know anything about IT industry. You don't know anything about computers. That is where I'm going to be starting my classes. I'll give you simple examples so that everybody can understand. And slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. So tomorrow is the final demo. You have to attend the same meeting ID, same time, and we will be completing the demo number 3 tomorrow. Okay. So as I told you yesterday, if you wanted to get into IT industry, so yesterday I told you, right? So information technology, IT industry means information means uh, I stands for information technology, right? How do you get the information? I told you information can be derived from the data. So IT industry is going to be working towards the data. Okay, so you should know how IT industry is going to be storing the data or retrieving the data, right? IT industry, how it is storing the data, retrieving the data. If you wanted to understand this means you need to know SQL or DBMS concept. That is what I told you. You come and attend any IT course, Java, C, C++, Android course, anything you learn. End of the day, all the courses have to, have to be, linked with the SQL only, because I means information technology. IT industry is going to be dealing with the data. Whether it is a Microsoft company, Google company, or Infosys company, Accenture company, without data, IT industry is not going to be there. So you should know how data is going to be stored. So yesterday I clearly spoken about it. So compulsorily you have to learn SQL. Clear? Without SQL or DBMS or RDBMS, relational database management system. Okay. Without these tools, you will not be able to learn anything in the IT industry. Tomorrow you learn C language, Java, or Hadoop, Python, BA, Power BI, anything you learn, compulsorily you have to know SQL. Clear? That is what I told you, because information technology always, IT industry means what? Information technology, right? If you wanted to understand IT industry, this is compulsorily. So, along with that, you have to learn what? Power BI. So these are the two things that you have to learn. So SQL, if you wanted to learn, I told you we don't have live classes. you have to buy SQL Server videos from us and you have to watch. There are some 45 plus hours videos are available. Okay, so you need to buy these videos and daily watch SQL. So without that, you will not be able to get into IT industry. And the Power BI live classes will be there for 45 days. That is what yesterday I told you. You daily attend this, and these videos also will be given. So these are the two courses you will be able to understand now. So in the month of June and July, so compulsorily you need to take these courses and practice. One is called, what is that first course? SQL course or SQL Server course, and where we will be talking about how to store data, right? The second course you will be talking about Power BI, but SQL Server is called as RDBMS or SQL. So this will be for 45 videos are going to be given. These videos are available in which language? There are two languages, Telugu and English. You can buy any video, you can watch, and these videos daily, one video you need to watch in the evening and write the notes. Daily morning you need to attend one Power BI live class, and all the videos are available, in the portal for the 6 months, so that you can watch anything anytime. If you wanted to extend after 6 months, pay some nominal fee, and you can continue for another 3 months or 6 months, whatever it is. So all the videos are going to be available in Telugu and English language. Even though explanation is there in Telugu, you can get the notes in English. So Power BA current batch will be in English only, but if you need Power BA Telugu videos, means we have already recorded, so those videos can be given to you guys. Okay. Now, this is what you need to watch, and in the August, so you need to compulsorily learn one more tool, that is under. So SSIS or ADF, these tools are called as ETL tools. Today, I'll be talking about, this is what is called a reporting tool. What is a reporting? What is ETL? Everything I'll be talking about today. And RDBMS tools are plenty. RDBMS tools are available. One of the tool is called SQL Server, right? RDBMS means relational database management system or database management system, or it is also called as SQL, structured query language. So data, how to store data, how to retrieve data, that is what is all about SQL. When you have a large amount of data, how IT industry is going to be storing, means you need to understand it is going to be storing in these tools. Yesterday, I have given you one good example, right? If you have so much of a blood, where will you store? Blood bank. If you have so much of a gold, where will you store? Gold bank. If you have so much of a data, where will you store? Database or data bank. Database management system means data bank it is. So much of data IT industry is going to be storing in the SQL, or it is also called as database management system or relational database management system. SQL Server is one of the RDBMS systems. So a lot of systems are available. You have Oracle is also one software. This is SQL software. Microsoft SQL Server. All these example yesterday I have given. IBM DB2, NetEase. All these are called Postgre, PostgreSQL. All these are called what kind of a tools, what kind of a softwares? All of them are called as SQL softwares or RDBMS softwares. So we are going to be learning SQL Server. So SQL is different, SQL Server is different. So all these are SQL tools only, right? But SQL Server is a Microsoft relational database management software. All these called as SQL tools or RDBMS tools. These are called as data storing and retrieving. So let us understand. So this will be, you have to learn 25 days, 25 hours. It is 1 month course. Then after that, I will give you sample CVs. I will give you one project for free, and I will give you sample CVs, and CV preparation is included for free. And all these things will be, you will be able to get it in the month of August or month of July. Whenever you need this, that will be taken. One project is included and the project explanation is given, and how to tell about your project. So the complete mock interviews and everything are going to be included. All the recorded videos I'm going to be giving. Interview questions are going to be discussed. Remember, 80% of the interview questions are going to be coming from my subject. I can assure you that 80% of the interview questions are going to come from my subject only. You should not watch any YouTube videos. You should not watch any other material. I'm going to be covering whether it is a SQL Server, Power BI with the DAX we're going to be learning. So whatever you get it in the interview, 80% of the interview questions I'm going to be covering in the class. I'll be giving all of them end of the class. You should not be worried at all. But you need to prepare notes on your own daily. You need to have the paper and pen. One notes for the SQL Server, one more notes for the Power BI. When you start SSIS or ADF, Azure Data Factory, these are called ETL tools, extracting the data, transforming the data, loading the data. This is also very, very drag and drop software. No coding is required. Only minimum coding is there. Some 20% of the coding will be there in the SQL Server. Power BI, no coding is required. SSIS ADF, no coding is required. Simply drag and drop software. Only a little bit coding available in the SQL Server, that manageable. Simply, if you know mathematics, simple 2 plus 2 equals to 4, all these things you can learn. So that is what you need not know anything. No Excel knowledge is required. No prior C++, Java, no nothing is required to understand Power BI, to understand anything, right? But to crack the job, compulsorily you have to know SQL Server. So to understand Power BI, you don't need SQL Server, you don't need SSIS. It is not for understanding purpose. So Power BI is an independent software anybody can understand from anytime, anywhere. Clear? So you can create a beautiful reports within 3 days of training. So that is what is Power BI. But why are we learning SQL Server and SSIS? To crack the interview and to work for the company for longer period, 10, 20 years. I wanted to be there in the company means you need to know all these things very well. Chalo. Now I'll be giving you completely technical discussions today. One guy asked One journalist asked Microsoft, what is data? Microsoft said, data is currency today. What is data? Data is currency today. Because WhatsApp is not selling anything, they are very rich in this world. Google is not selling directly to you anything, or even the Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, they are not selling anything directly to you. But how come they are very, very rich in this world? Because they have your data. Clear? So data itself is a currency today. That is what you need to understand. It is not small amount of data we're talking about. We're talking about millions tons of data. Very big amount of data the company has. Because of the data, they're very, very rich in this world. So WhatsApp or Instagram, Facebook, they're not selling anything directly to you. Amazon is selling some products, or Flipkart is selling some product, or Walmart is selling some product. Netflix is showing the movies, they're getting income. But how come WhatsApp is getting income? Because of the data. That is what is Microsoft is saying. Data is currency today. The same question asked to Google. What is data? Google says data is everything today. Whatever you think, that is data today. You're thinking about artificial intelligence, you're thinking about robots, you're thinking about driverless cars. Okay, car with the no driver, driverless cars. You're thinking about anything today, that is a data, data, data. Without data, nothing is going to work. As I told you, IT industry is going to be dealing with the data. Without data, Java did not work, cannot work, C++ cannot work, nothing can work in this world. Okay, no Java, no Android, no iOS, no artificial intelligence, no data analytics, nothing. Everybody needs data. Remember this. Clear? According to Google, data is everything today. But the question is, what is the size of the data you have? That is the question. You think about my company, goonlinetrainings.com. What is the data we'll have every month? we are going to be getting thousands of inquiries, 1,000, 2,000 inquiries. Many people will call and ask, sir, do you have Power BI course? So when is the new batch starts? I'll say every month, the first morning, 8 o'clock, new batch starts. Only one batch, 1 month, only this timing. We don't have any other timing. That is what we'll reply. And if you miss this class, the next batch will be in the month of July only on the first, again morning 8 o'clock. Same meeting ID is going to work for that time also. So we are going to be conducting only one batch per month. If you miss this, the next batch will be in the next month first. If the first is Sunday, then it will be on the second of the next month, morning 8 o'clock. So every month we will be getting a lot of inquiries about the courses. Now all the data we are going to be storing where? In the Excel sheets, remember. So where is the data? Because we have some small amount of data that we need not store in the SQL. All the data will be stored in where? In the Excel. And we also process the data. We also process the data. For example, tomorrow we got an inquiry. Okay, so what my team is going to be doing? My team is writing serial number, student name, what is the course required, okay, and date when the call, and what is the phone number, and what is the email ID, and what is the location from which is joined. Like that, these people are going to be writing your data. Serial number one, let us say Ajay called today. Sir, I would like to know about Power BI. Date is today's date. Or he called, let us say, last month, March 12th, 2023, he joined. Something like that. Okay. Some phone number, some email ID. Let us say is from Hyderabad. Like that, we will be able to get some data, all the data. So is interested in SQL and Power BI, something like that. So some data, and so they would have attended the demo and everything, and they also made the fee. So this guy has paid some 10,000. This guy paid some 12,000, something like that. We have some date. So date paid. Okay, date paid. So March 12th he has asked, and probably in April batch he would have joined April 5th or 4th. These two people have paid some amount. Clear? So like that we have all the data. So the data, where are we storing? We are storing in the Excel sheet. Why Excel sheet? Because small amount of data, maximum 1,000 or 2,000 data we will be able to get it every month. 1 year data will be 12,000 rows or some 15,000 rows. What is the size? Size may be some 5 MB. This is per year data I'm talking about. Clear? So the data that we are going to be getting only in the megabytes of data, and thousands of inquiries every month we will be able to get it. So remember, this data I can store in Excel. But if I store in Excel, that is not enough, right? So storing data is fine. Now I need to have the students. So I create a students details here. In the sheet number 2, I create some summary. So why I need the summary? Because this is what is called detailed data. This is what is called daily data. We have it, but I need to create some summary and give it to my boss. What is the summary they need? They need like this. January, okay, Power BI, SQL, like that, Java. So they need some data like this. How many inquiries we got it in January? Okay, February, March. So I will be able to write some, manually I do the calculation. How many people asked? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. I'm going to be, counting, processing the data manually. I'll be filling January Power BI. There are some 245 inquiries. SQL, there are some 560 inquiries. Java, there are 32 inquiries. So manually, I am processing the data 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all the I'll be writing it. February, I'll be able to see we got 289 inquiries, and the SQL we got, let us say, some 700 inquiries. Java we got some 270 inquiries. Like that, we will be able to write some inquiries, and like that. Okay. So we will be able to write some inquiries and number of inquiries that we got it. Clear? So this is what is called one report or one summary. This is number of inquiries. So they need one more report. What is the amount collected also? So amount received for the Power BI. So let us say in this month they have received some 30,000 rupees. They have received some 45,000 rupees. Java, they have received some 20,000 rupees. Like that. So this is some 37,000 rupees. This is say 44,000. This is say some 22,000. Like that, you will be able to manually do all the calculations here. You will be able to create some kind of a summary. Clear? So this is what is called a report. A summary means a report. Who needs the report? Your boss needs, because nobody needs this kind of a data. You will have every month data you are going to be filling in the Excel sheet, but everybody needs a summary. The summary is called as a reports. Summary called as reports. Now this is what is called showing like this. But instead of showing like that, I can create a visualization. How to create a visualization in Excel? It's very, very simple. You can go to Insert tab and you can simply click on this. You can create a beautiful visualization like this. Now, report means show the data in the table format. Report means what, Nana? Show the data. This is summary data. This is the detailed data. Every day, inquiries data you are going to be writing here. Nobody needs this data. Your management wanted to see the report. They wanted to see the report in the a tabular format. This is a boring. So what normally we do? We take this data and we create a beautiful charts in the Excel sheets. This is what is called visualization. So Power BI, this month to next month, there is an increase. And SQL, there is a decrease. And Java also, there is a decrease. When you create this kind of a visualizations, what is the management will understand? Okay, so there is a good, Power BI is getting more demand, but slowly we are losing the demand for the SQL, and we are demanding also for the Java. This is how you compare. So compare and you can analyze. The comparing and analyzing is called as a data analytics. Data analytics means you compare the past data. Clear? So you create a report in the table format. This is a table, right? You go and you see this is a table. So this is what is called a report. Show the data in the table is called as a report. Show the data in the form of a graph is what is called as a visualization. Clear? So Power BI can create a beautiful visualization. So as compared to Excel, Excel also beautiful tool, but the problem with the Excel sheet is that it cannot take maximum amount of data, and many things we have to manually do it. Clear? But in Power BI is similar to Excel sheets only. We can create a beautiful reports like that, and Power BI where you will be able to get the data from different places. But Excel also can do that, but Excel has a lot of limitations. Excel is also number one reporting tool. Remember this. Excel can do everything, but Excel will have lot of limitations. Clear? So you have the data, only the data is not important. You have to take the decisions. To take the decisions, you need to create a report. The report also need to be there in the table format or in the chart kind of a graphical form of a representation. Clear? So this is what is called simply reporting and everything. Clear? So now I wanted to go. When you have a small amount of data, you're going to be storing the data and you're going to be creating a lot of reports. Manually, you're going to be processing. But when you have a large amount of data, think about Amazon.com. So Amazon is getting every day lakhs of business, not rows, lakhs and millions. 1 million is equivalent to 10 lakhs. Remember, 1 million is equivalent to 10 lakhs. So every day it is going to be getting GBs of data. So much of data. So that data you will not be able to store in Excel. This is where SQL or database management or relational database management system is going to come only to store data. Clear? But who's going to be processing the data? So if you wanted to process the data, languages are going to be used. Clear? So when you have so much of a data, so RDBMS or SQL, as I told you, number one SQL software is Oracle, and number two is Microsoft SQL Server. Okay, it is a Microsoft company's product. It is a Oracle company's product. Like that, you have a lot of companies are created a software DB2 database 2000. This is from IBM company. This is also number one product. You know who invented RDBMS? RDBMS actually invented by IBM company, but they are there in the third position. Oracle is not invented this. This technology invented by the IBM company in 1970s. So I'll be talking about this in your SQL Server videos. You can watch them. And DBT is also doing good. And you have one more company called Netiza. Okay, net is again from IBM companies, RDBMS software. So RDBMS means what I told you. RDBMS means to store the data, retrieve the data. Oracle is a storeroom or a godown or a tank. That is what you need to understand. In the tank, what you do? You put the water, you get the water, or you put the petrol, get the petrol, right? Oracle, what you put? You put the data, you get the data. It is one company's go down. It is one more company's go down. It is one more company's go down. All these are go downs or the storerooms or the bigger tanks. You need to understand it can accommodate GBs of data. Every day you're getting 100 GB, 100 GB, 100 GB of data. So 1 month data, it may be some 500 GB or 1000 GB of data. So SQL can store large amount of data, but remember only GBs of data it can store. But once the data is there, who's going to be processing? Processing means, as I told you, I have the data here. I wanted to know what is the total amount. So this is the total. Total I'm going to be doing manually. So that will be there in the report, right? So processing means doing summing operations, sorting the data, finding it a minimum. All of them can be done with the language called C or a C++ or a Java or Android, any language you can use it, or a Python, right? So you can use one of the language. So one of the language you can use so that you will be able to process the data. When you have data in the GBs, this is the story. Remember. But when the data is not there in the GBs, data now is going to be slowly there in the terabytes, because you understand every month you are getting 500 GB of data per month in Amazon.com, right? So let us talk about 500 GB multiplied by 12 months. So what is the data? 12 months is equivalent to, it is 6,000 GB. 6,000 GB is equivalent to approximately 6 terabytes of data. What is your laptop capacity? It will be 1 terabyte of hard disk, right? Now Amazon company 1 year's data 6 terabytes into, let us say, 10 years of data. What is the total size? 60 to 100 terabytes of data. Can you store all this data in SQL? The answer is no. When you have terabytes of data, it is millions and billions of data. Okay, it is millions and billions of data. Millions, 10 millions means crores. Okay, 10 million, 1 million is equivalent to 10 lakhs. 10 million means 1 crore. Crores of data you will not be able to store in the simple SQL. You have to store data warehouse tools or technologies. So when you have terabytes of data, normal SQL, normal RDBMS cannot be used. You have to use data warehousing tools. When you have this much of a data, language cannot be used. You have to use business intelligence tools. Clear? So that is what you need to understand. So data warehouse, how data warehouse can be created? Data warehouse means you have to buy large hardware. Okay, you have to buy what kind of hardware? Large hardware you need to buy, but what software you have to install? SQL software only. That is what you got to remember. Now I'll show you my laptop configuration. I go to this PC, right click on this, go to properties. Okay, now I'm having 8 GB of RAM and I'm having i5 processor. I am using Windows 11 Pro, and my hard disk capacity, total hard disk is, you can see total hard disk is it is 1 terabyte of hard disk. So in my computer, if I install SQL Server or Oracle, what is the maximum data I can store? Only 1 TB of data I can store. Why? Because maximum 1 TB hard disk I'm going to be having. But I wanted to store 100 TB of data. Can I store in my laptop? The answer is no. Why? Hardware is limited. What is my configuration of my laptop? 1 TB of hard disk, 8 GB of RAM, and very small i5 processor. One processor is there, but I wanted to store 100 TB of data. I wanted to have 1000 GB of RAM, right? I wanted to have at least 100 processors. So I cannot have in my laptop. I have to buy a bigger hardware. You need to buy large hardware. So this machine is called as a supercomputer machine you need to buy. Inside, what is the software you have to install in this? You have to install SQL or Oracle software. Some software you have to install. Now this machine is called as a Oracle data warehousing machine. SQL Server data warehousing machine. Remember. Clear? So all these machines are available in the data centers. Clear? So if you wanted to create a data warehouse, what is the fundamental difference? The software is same software, Oracle, SQL Server, Netezza, that you can install. But what you need to have, bigger hardware you need to have. So these data warehouse machines are available in the data centers. When you go to Google, okay, guys, people who have joined today, you have to fill this form. So this form I'm giving in the chat window. So people who are joined freshly, they have to fill the form. Email address, full name, course details mention Power BI only, location or the city, mobile number, click on subscribe. Other countries people include your country code as well, right? So what I'm trying to do, data centers, right? So many people will be talking about data centers. Now let me just go and look for the data centers. So when you see the data center images, this is what is called data center. So what is this? Is bigger computers. So these are called bigger data warehousing machine. This is a bigger computer. Have you seen this? This is one data warehousing machine. Very big machine where you are going to be having SQL Server. And all the machines have been configured and installed. And in this, these are a lot of data warehousing machines are going to be there. So all these are available in the data centers. Clear? This data center is going to be maintained by Cisco company. This is from Microsoft company, and this is a Rack Solutions company. This is Microsoft company. Like that, different companies will have bigger computers. See now how big it is. So this is one bigger warehousing server or bigger hardware where they would have installed. So SQL Server or Oracle, large amount of data can go there. So remember. So cloud data center or it is a normal data warehousing data center. So these are the bigger machines you will be having, and you will have a SQL Server Oracle software can be installed there. Clear? So when you have so much of data, terabytes of data, data warehousing machines are available. Data warehousing, you need to have a large hardware and software SQL. SQL means any software you can have, either this software or this software. People will be saying Oracle data warehousing server, SQL server data warehousing server, Netezza data warehousing server. That is how you will be calling. But if you install Oracle in my computer, in my laptop, it is simply I have installed Oracle or I have installed SQL Server in my computer. But if you buy a bigger hardware, if you install any one of them, then this is called as a Oracle data warehousing server. In the layman perspective, it is a large hardware and any SQL software you can have it. So what are the BI tools that we can have it? So when you have this much of a data, you cannot use language. Language means so much of a code you need to write it. So people will not have time and the energy to write the code. So a lot of business intelligence tools have been introduced. So the first tool is called SAP BI, then SAS BI, then you have OBI, Oracle BI, then you have Microsoft MS BI, then you have Tableau BI, right? Lot of tools are available. Tableau BI. Then you have Power BI. Lot of BA tools, thousands of BA tools are available in the market. You have to understand this point. Clear? So all these tools are available. So let us understand one by one, one by one. So what is the difference between Microsoft BA versus these BA tools? All of them are the BA tools only, right? So let us understand difference between SAP BA, OBN and MS BA. So that is what we're going to be understanding. These BI tools are released early in year 2000 in the market. Not today. It was 20 years back, 23 years back. It got released. Now, these are purely reporting tools. You can create a report and very, very costly and very, very expensive and costly. And these are very, very complex to understand also. Okay, that was a story earlier. So if you wanted to learn this tool, very complicated tools and SAP BA, SAS BA, OBA, blah, blah, blah. Now afterwards, Microsoft MSBA got released, Microsoft Business Intelligence. Okay, it released in the year of 2005 by Microsoft. So what they have done, they told, I will give you three tools, not only one tool. So these are giving you only reporting tool. Reporting means similar to Excel, right? So Microsoft Business Intelligence guy said, Microsoft said, I'll give you three tools. One is called SSIS, second one is called SSAS, the third one is called SSRS. Clear? So the first one is called ETL tool, extracting the data, transforming the data. The second one is called processing or analytical tool. It can analyze the data. The third one is called reporting tool. So Microsoft is released, MSBI, it is not one tool, and Microsoft is giving for free or one third cost of the above material. So if you buy only one tool for 100 rupees, Microsoft is giving many tools for one third cost of this. So that is the reason these companies lost their job, the opportunities in the IT industry. Slowly Microsoft BA became so popular. Microsoft BA became so popular. Now immediately what is happened after some time, there is one more company. There is one more company after MSBA, Tableau BA got released. Okay, so what Tableau BA company said, so they have, I think year 2010, 2005, this company came, right? So 2000, these companies released, 2005, this company came in, this software. And early in 2010, I think this said it is a self-service BA. What is the meaning? No technical knowledge is required. No technical knowledge is required. Anybody can create a report. So anybody can create. This is also a reporting tool, reporting software. Anybody can create a beautiful reports. But if you wanted to work with these tools, you have to know the minimum technical knowledge. But minimum technical, no coding is required. No coding is required. Easy to learn, easier to learn. All these things were there, but even though anything is there, so Tableau BA released in 2010, they said it is a self-service BA. Self-service BA means you need not know anything. For example, if I wanted to prepare a pizza, I have to know cooking. But if I wanted to prepare a Maggie noodles, do I need to know cooking? Nothing. So, Tableau BA is similar to your Maggie noodles. Anybody can prepare the easily any kind of a report. Because of this, it became so popular. Then Microsoft reporting tool is called SSRS. This SSRS software slowly coming down. So Microsoft thought I need to give a competition to this fellow. I have to give the competition to this fellow because SSRS is the reporting tool. It is losing the opportunities. Now immediately Power BI released in 2015 by Microsoft. It is again the same features it is going to be implementing. It is from the big brand and it is again for the free or less cost when you compare with the Tableau BI. because of the brand and the free and less cost and marketing, Power BI is now became number one here. To If you wanted to create any reports, if you wanted to create a report, we are going to be using Power BI. And for the ETLs and SSAS, we are going to be using from MSBI, these two. And in the place of SSRS, you may learn Power BI along with SSIS and SSAS and Power BI, because SSRS was the reporting tool as part of Microsoft Business Intelligence. Clear? So Power BI is released 2015 in the Microsoft, and which is a dead easy self-service BA. That is what I told you. To understand Power BI, you need not know anything. To prepare Maggi noodles, do you need to know cooking? You should know only how to light the stove. If you know that, you can prepare, Maggi noodles, right? So, Tableau BI or Power BI. Tableau BI is not from Microsoft. It is a third-party company. Now, it was popular before Power BI comes in. But when the Power BI came in, now number one reporting tool is called Power BI. You can prepare a beautiful graphical reports, but apart from that, you have to do lot of other activities also. ETL activities you have to do, extracting the data, transforming the data, loading the data, then analysis activities also you should do. Then at the end, you are going to be doing reporting. So in the uh, Naukri portal, when you open, people are going to be asking all these things. When you go to Naukri, right? So when you go to Power BI developer, when you say Power BI, have you seen they are asking SSRS, SSIS, Power BI, Microsoft BI, database design, all these things. Have you seen this? So SSRS coming from where? Coming from the MSBI. MSBI means three tools: Microsoft Business Intelligence. Clear? So that is what is very, very important. If you know Power BI and SSRS is dead easy. It is not at all complex, guys. Okay, so that is what is the story. So about data. Clear? So when you have the terabytes of data, all the data we're going to be storing here. But when you have when you have uh, unlimited data. Now you were talking about petabyte of data, zettabyte of data, or yottabyte of data, or kilobyte of data. This is what is called big data or unlimited data. It is limited data till data warehouse. You have a size. What is the size? It is a terabytes. This is limited data till this point. But when you go to unlimited data is called as a big data. So this data, your data warehousing cannot handle. So this is where there is a new software called Hadoop is going to be introduced into the market. Remember, so it can store the data, it can process the data. Clear? When you have a large amount of data, that means what? Unlimited data, even data warehousing cannot be implemented in the company. You have to store unlimited data, means big data. So big data can be stored by the Hadoop, software. So this Hadoop software is initially prepared by the Google company, but currently who's going to be preparing and releasing means Apache Software Foundation. This company is giving the software for free. It is a charity work it is doing. It is not at all charging anything. Only you need to buy hardware. You need to buy bigger hardware. You have to store. You need to install Hadoop software inside that. You can store a big amount of data. So that is what you got to understand. I will give you simple example so that you will be able to understand very, very clearly. Now, I wanted to go to supermarket to buy some vegetables. From my house, it will be hardly 3 to 5 kilometers. How do I go? I can go by a bike, I can go by a walk, I can take a cycle and go. So if I wanted to go to 500 kilometers, can I go by a walk? No, 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 no. I have to use a car, bus, or the train. When you have a small amount of data, use Excel. I can use a bike and go to the supermarket. I can go by walk. So when you have a small amount of data, use Excel. But I wanted to have GBs of data. I have to go to 500 miles, 500 kilometers. Can I go by a cycle? No, 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 no. You have to go by a car. So when the data is more, you need to use SQL or RDBMS to store the data. Now, I have to go to US from India. Can I go by a car? No, 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 no. I have to go by a flight. I have the terabytes of data. SQL server is not at all enough. You have to have the data warehousing plus BI tools. Now, I wanted to go to moon or Mars. I have to go to moon or Mars. Can I go by a flight? No, 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 no. You have to go by a rocket. Rocket is now Hadoop. Clear? So it depends upon what is the size of the data, what is the distance that you have to cover. Depends upon that you need to choose the tool. Nothing is good, nothing is bad. So bike is good, car is good, flight is good, rocket is good. You cannot say rocket is a super duper software. It is going to be destroying other softwares. No, 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 no. You should not think like that. So you have to have data warehousing BI. You have to have Hadoop. You have to have Excel. You need to have SQL. You need to have language. Everything is needed. Depends upon the size and the usage, right? Even though Bill Gates is there and Elon Musk is there, they don't use rocket to go to office because even though they have so much of money, they cannot use a rocket. They have to either go by walk, go by a bike or cycle or a car. That's it. You need to understand. So end of the day, all the data is going to be available in the data centers. I told you, right? So if you go to data centers, so you may have any server there. You may have data warehousing server, Oracle server, Hadoop server, any server you can have it, cloud server, all the servers are available here. So data centers are going to be maintaining the server. Server means a bigger machine where a lot of data can be stored. Hadoop means you can store large amount of data. It is unlimited data you can have in the Hadoop. That is also one hardware, and software is free. So, but hardware, though, you need to buy it and install it and maintain the data. The IT companies are going to be storing the data in these forms only. Remember this point. Clear? Whether it is a Facebook data, Amazon company's data, Google data, Microsoft data, Apollo Hospital data, or whether it is a plain data, this data, that data, any data, image data, x-ray data, voice data, YouTube data, any data you're talking about today, that has to be stored in one of these servers. Remember, computers, bigger computers. Clear? So what is a data analytics? That is what I have to tell you. Data analytics is also called as a business intelligence. Data analytics is called as a business intelligence. That means understanding the past. Understanding the past is called as data analytics or reporting the past. Many people will say reporting the past. అర్థమవుతుందా? Understanding the past is called as a business intelligence or the data analytics. For example, Amazon company wanted to know what was the sales in India in the year of 2020. So the company wanted to understand the past. Clear? What was the sales in India in 2020, or what was the last 5 years sales in India? So all these are the what was the last 5 years sales in India or across the globe. So all these companies are talking about understanding past. Now you to go to the Excel report. Now this was the old data, March 2023 data. Once the month is over, you create a report. Once the month is over, you create a report. Once April is over, you create a report. Once the May is over, you create a report, right? So May month is over. Now it is a June month. So in the June month, what you do? You create a Report for May month. May month is historical data, past data. So you understand the past. Clear? So understanding the past is called data analytics. You compare the data, whether it is increasing trend, decreasing trend, whether you losing the business or gaining the more business. So understanding the always past is called as a data analytics, or it is also called as a business intelligence. You compare the values. So who's going to be analyzing the data? You create a report like this. You create a report like this using a Power BI or using Excel sheets, and you give the report to the management. So there is a manager or the board of director who's going to be understanding this data, who's going to be analyzing the data. Actually, analysis is going to be done by the a human being only, a manager in the company. Remember, so Power BI is not going to analyze the data. Power BI is going to be creating a report. The report will be given to the manager of the company. Manager will ask you. Manager comes and asks you, hey, I need one kind of a report. What is the report I need? I wanted to have one report. What was the last 5 years of sales in India? I wanted to have a brand wise. What are the categories wise? Categories means clothing, under that women clothing and men clothing, and after that furniture. So blah blah blah. I wanted to have a brand wise or the category wise sales. I wanted to have a report. Who's going to be asking? A manager. Which manager? In Amazon company, there is a sales manager. So you as a Power BI developer, you take the data, you clean the data, you create a report. That report you are going to be giving it to a manager. Manager means MBA guy who does not understand any technical things. They need a visualization. So that you're going to be giving. The manager and his team is going to be sitting and analyzing why the sales is good in Andhra Pradesh, why the sales is bad in Telangana, or why the sales is good in India, why the sales is bad in US, why the sales is bad in Middle East. So they'll compare with the last year data, current year data, last month data, current month data. Lot of reports they'll ask you. You will be creating thousands of reports and sharing with them. So analysis is going to be done by the human beings, that is the management of the company, and they take the decisions to improve the business. Why the sales is not happening? I think Flipkart is offering less amount for the ACs. That is the reason many guys are buying it there. Immediately Amazon company will give you 20% offers. So there is a decision taken. Why? By analyzing their data. So who's going to be taking the decision? Amazon company management. But who created the report? A developer in the Amazon company, that is you, created a report and given to the Amazon company management. The management is seeing the report and understanding that they launched the business. The ACs are not at all going good, and when they compare with the last year data, when they compare with the Flipkart data, competitors data, Amazon is sales is not at all good. So what is the reason? They have to find out. The reason is the 10% 20% more, so cost is there. That is the reason they are not at all getting the business. So they have to do something about it. So that is what is called business intelligence. Business intelligence means you have to improve the business by taking a decision. But if you wanted to take that decision, you have to have some data or you need to have some report, right? So you are going to be creating a report, and a decision making will be done by the management of the company. This is what is called data analytics or business intelligence means. But what is a data science? So data science is called as artificial intelligence, or it is also called as a machine learning. So this is what is called, and predicting the future. Predict the future is called as a data science. Both of them are not same. Remember, data analytics means understanding the past. It is what is called future predictions. So Amazon company wanted to know what would be my sales in India next 5 years? So that is the question. Or I know government of India wanted to understand how many people may die because of obesity rate is increasing in India. How many people may die next 5 years, or how many people may get diabetic in next 5 years, or how many people may get cardiac arrest in next 5 years. They wanted to understand some probability. Clear? So because of obesity rate is increasing in India, they wanted to understand how many people may die because of obesity increasing. They will get lot of issues, kidney issues, diabetic issues, BP issues, blah, blah, blah. All the predictions can be done with the help of a data science or artificial intelligence and the machine learning, but it needs a data. It also needs a data. So data may be supplied by Excel sheet, or data may be supplied from SQL, or data may be supplied from data warehousing, or data may be supplied from Hadoop. Remember, data science application as well as a data analytics application will take the data from those four categories. Clear? You can take Excel data, you can perform data analytics, or you can take Excel data, perform data science. Clear? So data analytics is only 3 months course, and which is very easy. You have to learn SQL and Power BI and some SSIS and everything. You will be able to get it. So, and data warehousing knowledge. So data science, it is a hard skill, but it is 18 months course, and it is a very complex course. Never go into this kind of a courses. You can go, you work for a IT company for 5 6 years and jump into this kind of a things complex, and it is 18 months going to be taking. You will be able to learn all these things, and plus you have to know knowledge of Python, and you have to know machine learning and artificial intelligence algorithms. These are very complex. To understand this, you have to know calculus, you need to know, relational mathematics, algebra, plus you have to know statistics. Lot of things you have to know. You will become a data scientist, you are not a software engineer. So, what is the role offered in this? Data scientist. Scientist means you should have research and capability skills. So, you will become a data analyst. Okay, data analyst means you will be a software engineer. You take the data, you create a report, and you will be able to give the report to the end user. That is what you need to understand. So data engineer. So tomorrow I'll talk about what is a data engineer. So one good question. So what is a data analytics? I told you, right? So tomorrow I'll be talking about data engineering or engineer, or what is a data engineering. Clear? So tomorrow I'll talk about, so business intelligence or data analytics is equivalent to data engineering plus reporting. Okay, data engineering and reporting. Data engineering means you're going to be working with the SQL, ETL, and data warehousing and everything. Reporting means you're going to be working with the Power BI. So, getting the data, storing the data, cleaning the data, that is what is called data engineering. Then you are going to be creating a report. Simple example I wanted to give you. I wanted to prepare a pizza for 1,000 people. So you go to the shop, buy the, all the ingredients, all the vegetables, all the chicken, you need to go and get it and clean them, soak them, this, them. So that will take a lot of time because you have to make the pizza for 1,000 people. So you have to purchasing the raw material before 1 week. Buy vegetables, buy fruits, buy chicken, clean them, do them, marinate them and everything. Then, so on that day where you wanted to make the pizza, so within one day you will be able to call the chef. The chef is going to be making the pizzas for 1,000 people within one day. Now, what is very complicated activity here? Not the cooking of the pizza, but getting the raw material for the pizzas. That is what is called data engineering. So get the data, clean the data, store the data, cut the data, marinate the data. All these things are called as data engineering. Clear? Getting the raw material. So the raw material is what? For the report is a data. So data will not be cleaned. You need to get the data, clean the data, store the data, grind the data, do lot of things with the help of these tools. That is what is called data engineering. Then you create a report, right? You get the raw material. You, for example, biryani, you have to, cook it for 500 people. Is it very easy? So it is not very easy. You need to go and get the spices, collect them, fry them, then spices, you need to clean them first, then grind them, then soak them, then dry them in the sun. Lot of things you need to do. The process is going to be starting 1 week before if you wanted to make a biryani. But on the day the chef is going to be coming, and within 4 hours he can make the biryani, he can cook the biryani. So creating a reporting is very very easy, but what is difficult, to get the raw material for the report is very very difficult. That is what is called data engineering. So these things you're going to be doing in the data engineering part. Then you create a report. So data engineering plus reporting is called as a business intelligence or the data analytics. You create a report and you understand past. Clear? So tomorrow I'll talk about again data engineering and everything. So this is what is the thing that you need to understand. So tomorrow again I'll be talking about what is SSIS, what is SSAS, and what is SSRS. We'll continue from tomorrow and we'll stop it and we'll understand. So I'll give you some introduction about SQL Server. SQL Server is Microsoft SQL software, right? So I'll give you some history and I'll stop the demo. I'll take just 2 minutes. So I'll give you history. So SQL Server is started 1.0 version in 1989 by Microsoft. Purely, it is a SQL software or it is a RDBMS tool or the software. So what is the meaning? SQL means it can store the data, you can retrieve the data. So the next version is 3.0. The next version is 5.0, 7.0, then 2000 got released. Okay, so later what is happened in year 2005. So what is happened? Microsoft released. So when this released in 2005, the version name is called this one. So they have this. In this only MSBA got added, SSIS is got added, SSAS got added, SSRS got added. What is SS? SS means SQL Server. SQL Server Integration Services. SQL Server Integration Services. So, SQL Server integration. What is the integration? Tomorrow we'll be talking about this. Okay. This is what is called ETL. Extracting the data, transforming the data. Tomorrow we'll talk about it. The next one is called analysis services. So why analysis is important? We will be talking about it tomorrow. Okay, this is going to be analyzing the data. So why analysis? Tomorrow we'll talk about it. The next one is called SSRS. This is a reporting. So this is a reporting software. Clear? So SQL Server, when you install this version, you will be able to get, this software plus these three softwares will be installed. So later, lot of versions got released. 2008. Okay. Then 2008 R2. R2 means release 2. This released in 2010. In 2010, this got released. Then 2012. Then 2014. Then 2016, then 2017, then 2019, and today 2022. So this is the latest version of SQL Server. When you install, you will be able to get SQL as well as MSBI will be installed. So I will give you either this version or this version. So on the Monday, we will be able to install this and you need to have the hardware configuration. So what is the laptop configuration? I told you laptop configuration, any processor, but I told you no Celeron processor. So you need to buy i3, i4 and no Celeron processor, minimum 4 GB of RAM and a 256 GB hard disk SSD or more also you can have, or more also you can have. This is the laptop configuration. What softwares you need to install in your laptop or the desktop? Compulsorily Windows 10 or later version. and compulsorily you need to have MS Office 2007 or later versions. PDF you have to install, and zipping software, any zipping software you need to have, WinZip, WinRAR. So some zipping software you need to have. I will give you SQL Server software, either 2019 or 2022 we will be able to install, and Power BI I will be installing on Monday. Clear? So Monday, I'll show you how to install the software. You have to arrange one laptop. I have given you the laptop configuration. You will be able to get it for 35,000. So don't go for very costly. And yesterday, I had shown the laptop. So this is the configuration yesterday I was talking about. So 38,000 or 33,000, you can buy this configuration. It is more than sufficient for you. I am writing in the chart window. So what is the configuration? Lenovo IdeaPad Core i3 and 8 GB, 256 GB SSD. So like this, you can go in for this. You can buy this kind of a laptop configuration, 38,000, or you can go in for this. So this is a 33,000. This is more than sufficient. I can also give you this in the chart window. You can buy. I'm using a Lenovo. You can also buy if you wanted to buy the same software, same, the not software, this one. So they'll give you 15-inch monitor, full HD laptop, 8 GB, more than sufficient. Office, MS Office, warranty, everything is included. But don't buy Celeron processor. It is Intel Core i3, i4, i5 or AMD processor, Ryzen processor is fine, but don't buy Celeron processor. Clear? So this is the laptop configuration. You need to have it. So SQL Server history, I have spoken about it. So tomorrow we have a demo Saturday. We have a final demo, last demo. And tomorrow I'll be talking about what is SSIS, what is SSRS, and what is SSAS. And you will be able to understand. We'll complete the demo. So learning data analytics or the Power BI will take a minimum 3 months and a maximum 6 months, and you cannot complete in 1 month. If somebody is thinking that you can complete in 1 month, you're going to be failing 100%. So slow and steady wins the race. Minimum 3 months you need to be there with me, and all of them I'm going to be taking care for you, even they're coming from non-IT background, mechanical background. You have 15 years of gap. You're a housewife. You don't know anything about technology. I'm going to be taking care. Any doubts, if you get it, next day morning, the opportunity is given. You can ask any question, SQL question, Power BI question, anything you can ask. After the class also, you will be able to interact with me. If you have any lab questions, I will be connecting with you one to one, and we will be talking one to one, and we'll continue further. So that is what we will be able to understand, guys. And thank you so much. Tomorrow is the final demo, and tomorrow you will be able to get the fee details and everything. Thank you, guys. Bye bye. You can ask me the questions if you have.